Good afternoon and welcome to the 7th District Malek Cricket Stadium here in Ajman, UAE. We're all set to bring you another day of riveting action from the Emirates D10 2023 powered by FanCode. Match number 9 is what we're all set for. Abu Dhabi taking on Fujairah here in Ajman. An absolute brilliant encounter coming up your way. And of course, that will be the first game. That is Emirates D10 taking on Fujairah exactly at 3 p.m. in a few minutes from now. And of course, followed by that, we've got Sharjah taking on Dubai at 5:15 p.m. That'll be match number 10. And then it'll be Emirates Blues versus Abu Dhabi, match number 11 at 7:30 p.m. And then late into the night, it's Sharjah and Ajman, the two neighboring Emirates, taking each other on today, the 20th of December. What promises to be a brilliant day of cricket. Right, let's not waste any time. This pitch is all set and let's see what it looks like. Ali Yunus was down there a short while ago to have a closer look at it.
It's a pleasant afternoon here in Ajman and we are at 7th District Malek Stadium and the pitches have been brilliant so far. We've seen some quality matches. That is due to the pitches, and this pitch looks no different. Nicely rolled, very hard in nature, but the only concern I feel is that length where the ball is sticking. Maybe a two-pace pitch, that is if ballers consistently ball at 4 to 6 meter mark. That is the only concern I have seen for the batters. But for the bowlers, if you can be consistent in that 4 to 6 meter mark, that creates some trouble for the batters. Overall, a very good pitch. We're expecting a fine day for cricket.
There you go. That's the insight from Ali Yunus telling us what this pitch is going to do. This is what the tournament looks like so far. Heading the table are Sharjah and Abu Dhabi, have played 2 and won 2 4 points for them. Fujairah, who will be in action in a short while, they've played 2, won 1 and lost 1. Ajman in a similar position, played 2, won 1 and lost 1. Emirates Blues Reds have both played 3 each and won only one of their games, so those two certainly have some work to do. And Dubai, of course, yet to register a win here in the Emirates D10 2023. Right then, important game coming up. Let's see what happened at the toss. Ali Yunus was once again with the two skippers and the match referee.
Match number 9 of Emirates D10 powered by FanCode. It's Fujairah taking on Emirates Red and we are all set for the toss. The two captains alongside me, Clint Mankenshaw for Emirates Red, Umair Ali Khan for Fujairah, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, the match referee, all in readiness, and Clint is going to give it a spin. Tails is the call.
Head it is.
Head it is. Reds have won the toss. What are you going to do and why?
I think we're going to have a ball again. I just think for the combinations we have again today, and I just think it just sets us up to know what we're chasing later on.
First match on this pitch, how does the pitch look like?
Hey, standard. I think it's going to be nice and flat. So there's going to be some runs, but we'll have to assess that as quick as we can.
Great victory last night. You would want to carry that momentum to this game.
Small percentages. I'm going to keep saying that. Yesterday's done. Fujairah is a really good team, a good squad. So it's going to be a big challenge for us today. So hopefully we bring our best.
Any changes for today?
Yes, we have a youngster in Kushan Sainani, and Usman Khan and Saad sit out today.
Go well.
Thank you very much.
Fujairah, Umair Ali Khan, मैं टॉस हार गए, जीतते तो क्या इरादे थे?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। ऑफ कोर्स आपको मालूम है कि पहला मैच है तो टॉस जीत के फील्डिंग की करनी थी, लेकिन नो प्रॉब्लम। इंशाल्लाह विकेट थोड़ी सी चेक की है, हार्ड है, तो बोर्ड के ऊपर टोटल अच्छा करेंगे। 100-110 वेरी गुड टारगेट और मोमेंटम को कैरी करेंगे इंशाल्लाह।
अच्छी क्रिकेट खेली है अभी तक, आपने एक मैच जीते, एक हारे। कोई ऐसे एरिया जिसमें आप इंप्रूवमेंट चाहेंगे आज?
जी इंशाल्लाह थोड़ी सी बैटिंग में और इम्प्रूवमेंट चाहिए। जो हमारे बैट्समैन है वेरी वन ऑफ द बेस्ट बैट्समैन इन द यूएई, सो इंशाल्लाह उनको यही गाइड किया है कि जो है प्ले योर नेचुरल गेम। सो आई होप इंशाल्लाह टुडे जो है अच्छा खेलेंगे इंशाल्लाह।
और कोई टीम न्यूज़, कोई चेंजेस?
या इंशाल्लाह 2 चेंजेस हैं। सगीर और वसी नहीं खेल रहे हैं, दिशान आबिद एंड
all the best, Umair. Right, the news from the toss is that Reds have won the toss and they will be bowling first.
Well, it's never a dull moment here in the D10 2023, that's for sure. Not a uncommon thing for a captain to forget what his playing 11 is, and that gives me a reminder to bring on my co-commentator for the first few overs to take you through this lineup from the two teams. K. Asif joins me. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, from all the way from Ajman. It's 7 District Malek Cricket Ground, and if you could see both of these sides, Emirates Reds and Fujairah, I could see a couple of talented players there, and of course it's a D10 game. I mean T10. So when are we going to talk about the T10? It's excitement, thrill is there, and of course that will be witnessing a tremendous match there.
Yeah, of course. If you just look at these two lineups, Fujairah obviously among the wins. They've got some very big names in there. A few newcomers in terms of Emirates Reds. They have obviously picked a side with all the recently concluded tournaments and players who have done well. So good to see them giving opportunities to them. Clint Birkinshaw, the big skipper of Emirates Red, he's got a big responsibility as the all-rounder in that team. Of course, Fujairah, all those names very familiar here in the domestic circuit, and they'll certainly be putting on a show here tonight and trying to establish their dominance in this tournament. But just a reminder of what has happened so far. Emirates Red, the men in red have won the toss and they have elected to bowl first here in Ajman. What did you make of the decision, Asif?
Well, I think that T10, it's all about excitement. As I said earlier, that you'll be witnessing some big shots maximum. And of course that the Emirates Reds, they have just decided to bowl first because they will see the target and they will plan according to that target.
Right then, Abdullah Kayani of the Reds, left arm spin to start things off here. We have seen this before, starting things off with spin on what seems to be a decent wicket to bat on. We've seen scores of 80s, 90s being competitive enough. Fujairah, though, have a very strong batting lineup. Asif, I'm sure they'll be looking for that 3-figure mark. And in a T10, every time you cross the 3-figure mark, that 100 mark, it's almost as if you have got a 60% advantage to your side batting first.
Well, that's correct. And if you talk about the history of D10, I do remember the inaugural match. It was Emirates Blues versus Abu Dhabi. And Chirag Suri, he hit 9 sixes in his first match. That was the inaugural match. And he scored 87 on just 27 deliveries.
Well, if that can be replicated here, it'll be nice to see. Right then, ball number 1. Oh, short and wide outside the off. Surprised that wasn't called a wide. Marginal, but he'll get away with that.
It was a quick delivery. Very nice. A bit of spin as well. And early on in the first over, especially from the spinners.
And this one was straighter again in the gap, though. The two fielders will give it a chase. Didn't really pay it with a lot of aggression, just pushing it towards that offside. And Hamdan gets off the mark with a couple of runs. 2 runs on the board for Fujairah. And you won't see much turn here early on, especially with the new ball. But what Abdullah Kayani does so well is that he's really accurate with the new ball. In a recently concluded tournament, he was the best bowler. Certainly, he's been picked on that form today.
Well, left-arm spinners are really handy, especially in T20, T10 formats. We see in the international cricket as well.
This time, straight over the cover fielder. Hamdan has taken a couple of sighters. The moment he saw it full, he's gone up and over for the first boundary of this innings.
It was a very good shot. It was a bit of flight there. Look at and Hamdan was quite ready to play over the extra cover. Very good start. First boundary for Fujairah.
Yeah, can't afford to be that full, Abdullah Kayani, early on. Hamdan is a very strong batter. And a left-armer bowling to a left-hander. Quite a risk, this, from the Reds. But they seem to be backing Abdullah Kayani's skill here. Now there's a fielder in the deep, a deep extra cover. And they also have that traditional long on to the spinner. While the left-hander's in strike.
You see all these happenings quickly in the T10 cricket, isn't it?
Yeah, it's express pace, isn't it? Again, through the offside. This time, there is protection down there. So clearly, the Reds have figured out very early on that Hamdan's strong through the offside. Ronak there. Waswani, not the Panoli that we know. He's down there at extra cover.
Well, Ronak Panoli was the captain for Dubai in T50. What a player he is, actually.
He's also skippering the team here in D10. So certainly leadership material, Panoli. And here you're right, a star batter. And so is Hamid, who's on strike right now on his day. Can really go berserk. Last ball, last couple of balls of the over. There you go. big swipe. First ball that he faced. A hand to it, but it's hit well enough to run away to the fence. And that's how Hamid Khan plays. First ball off the mark with the boundary.
Wasn't a good effort from the fielder. That was a schoolboy stuff. He should have stopped this. Didn't time well. Inside edge. But who cares? He got a boundary. Look at this effort. Oh, goodness me. He dived on his left, but the timing wasn't perfect.
Yeah, got a bad bounce, I thought. Last ball of the over now. Abdullah Kayani has given away a couple of boundaries already. Short outside the off and nicely hit away in the gap. The point and cover fielder were very close to each other, but he yet managed to find that gap to perfection, Hamid Khan.
Beautifully driven. That was a very good shot. Hamid, 2 boundaries on last 2 deliveries, 15 without any loss.
Yeah, short. Not so much room, but he still managed to get a good part of the bat onto that, Hamid Khan. And he goes about his merry ways. 15 for none. Well, this is nice to see, isn't it? Families and little ones coming in to enjoy the game.
Actually, this game is for these youngsters. 10 overs game. You'd have to see plenty of runs, plenty of maximum boundaries. Everyone is smiling. Cricket brings smiles, to be very honest.
And she was smiling and she was showing those muscles of hers. But talk about muscles. Big muscular Clint Birkinshaw. I like to call him Big Berkey because he is one big in size and is also a big player. Always contributes whether with bat or ball. And here he is to open the bowling. Sharing the new ball with Abdullah Kayani. He'll be bowling to Hamdan, who's on strike now. Very standard field for him. Backed offside. Let's see how he starts off. Use of the feet, chipped away towards the offside. It's gone in the gap as well. Bit of a chase there. And they'll collect a couple of runs off the first delivery.
Again, a good start for Fujairah. 2 runs in the first delivery. There are a couple of fielders outside the circle and 2 fielders on a deep mid-wicket and a long on. It was a very good delivery, but managed well by Hamdan. A dipping Yorker, you could see a couple of steps and nicely played in the end, in the gap.
Yeah, it's very technically sound, Hamdan. That allows him to make that adjustment at the last minute. This is up. Who wants it? Hasn't got the best of it. Mid-off is giving it a chase, but it's just beyond him. First real shot in aggression from Hamdan. He's lucky that it didn't go straight to the fielder's hands.
Clint is just using this new ball, you know, not trying to generate the pace. And it was slow kind of delivery. Didn't time well. Wanted to go over the long off, but good thing is that they got more couple.
Yeah, that delivery also tells you that it's not really one of those pitches where it just comes on very nicely. Just a tad bit slow. Still value for shots from what we've seen so far. Oh, this is nicely played. A bit more conviction in that shot from Hamdan. And has this gone all the way? Yes, it has. Over the fence. A maximum signal by the umpire.
So first maximum of the match, of the day. Very good shot this time. Targeted the square leg area. Timed really well. It's going. And thank you. Goodbye. Very good shot from Hamdan.
Yeah, that hit the UAE Cricket Board advertisement there. Maybe a little message from Hamdan. Good enough. Pick me in the national team. This is down the ground. No chance for mid-off to cut that off. So a maximum followed by a 4.
Very good batting. This is sensational stuff. It's an over-pitch delivery and fielder was inside the circle. Yeah, brilliantly timed. 4 runs. No chance for any fielder. So Hamdan is on fire.
Every time it's been full, he's gone after it. You saw against Abdullah Kayani when it was full, he went over covers. These 2 deliveries, one towards the leg side and one down the ground. So he certainly likes it when it's there in the driving length. I might like him to be tested with a couple of short ones maybe. Clint can certainly pull it off. Slower delivery gets an under edge there. A good change of pace.
Well, this is called that you're reading the mind of the batter. Hamdan went down the track, but in the end, Clint, he was clever. Though it's a very expensive over, 2-2, then a maximum and a boundary. Good start, Fujairah. In first 2 overs, they started up to the mark. Hamdan, Hamid, both of them, they're looking so good.
Yeah, off to a flyer. 29 for none. Just under 2 overs. Just what you need as a side batting first in this format. Now that deep mid wicket comes up into the circle. Let's see if Hamdan goes after him. Oh, nicely played. Very, very nicely played. Shuffled across the stumps. Knew that Clint is going to go offside. And he saw the fine leg fielder up in the circle. But the execution was important and he pulled it off very nicely. And it has gone for another boundary. It's 35 for none at the end of 2.
Come on, boys! Come on, boys! Good check, Abdullah bhai, good check. Come on, boys.
Brilliant start this for the men in green. 35 for none at the end of 2. They've really gone aggressive here at the start of this innings. And despite that expensive over, Abdullah Kayani will continue with the power play being ended. A bit more protection now for the spinner. Yeah, it doesn't matter where the fielders are because when Hamdan, in fact it was Hamid is on strike. There wasn't a bad delivery, but he's very quickly down on one knee and swiveled that over towards fine leg for another maximum.
It's a tape ball cricket shot, to be very honest. That no clue at all. That was a quick delivery once again from Abdullah, but timed so well. Nicely timed by Hamid, and if you see strike rate, first 2 boundaries and then a maximum. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, he knows only one way, and that is to deal with boundaries. Doesn't believe too much in singles and twos. This is shot outside off again. This time the fielder gets a hand to it. He'll only get a single. But you can see the intent, can't you? 10 overs, 60 balls is all you get. Try and get as many from every delivery. These two seem to have understood the assignment.
One thing is that, Samir, which I'm observing, that the fielders, they look a bit stiff. They're not putting their efforts. You should stop these kind of singles. Put a bit of pressure on the batters.
This one's once again beautifully driven into the gap. The fielder has given up there. No chance to stop that. It's a fast outfield here at 7 District Malek. And Hamdan and Hamid are making maximum use of it. Another boundary. The score moves on to 42 now.
Oh, it's a good shot. Look at it. Making room. And there's a gap. Even fielder was there, but nicely timed. Another boundary for Hamdan. He's on 27, just on 10 deliveries.
Ball him. Abdullah Kayani gets his redemption. Hamdan went after him in the first over, and even now he was looking to go big, a 4, and then he gets his revenge, Abdullah Kayani. That's why he's such a highly rated bowler.
Sigh relief for the Emirates Reds. It's the first wicket and a very important wicket. Hamdan was looking so dangerous. 31 on 12 deliveries. It was a very good delivery from Kayani. Look at this. Yes, got him. Inside edge, and he has taken a wicket. So wicket number 1 for Emirates Red. Hamdan Tahir departs on 31. 46 for 1.
on, boys. Come on, boys.
Another left hand to replace the one that has just gone out. Muhammad Irfan, another fine batter. This Fujairah team boasts of some very talented batsmen, and they do seem to be coming out one after the other. Abdullah Kayani though is right on top with that wicket. Starts off with the short run, and Irfan, well, he doesn't need to see what the pitch is doing or what the bowler is doing. When it's there to be hit, he's going to go after it. And that's exactly what he's done to get off the mark here.
This is T10 cricket. Batters, they won't spare you whenever you're pitching over. And it was a length delivery. Once again, he tried to bowl a quicker one, but Irfan was ready. Brilliant start for Irfan with this maximum. And Fujairah, now they've scored their 50 as well. Look at this shot over the long on. What a shot that was.
Now this one's a little quicker from Abdullah Kayani, looking to go leg side Irfan. And that'll end another over from Abdullah Kayani. His two are done, 1 for 32 for him, and it's 52 for 1 at the end of 3. Right, that's what has happened so far. 3 overs bowled. It's 52 for 1. Hamdan Tahir with a quick fire 31 of 12. He's done his job as an opening batter. Hamid Khan has not faced much, but he's gotten 15 runs very quickly in his 4 deliveries. And Irfan just walked out a 6 off his first delivery and then a dot ball. So just the ideal start for Fujairah this. Asif, I'm just thinking about the decision of the Reds of bowling first. You know you're up against a very strong batting side. The best thing you could have done was try and bat first and maybe put some pressure on a batting lineup that you know is good enough. We'll get back to that. Brilliant shot there. Nice looking drive from Hamid. And that's once again another example of how well they've run between the wickets.
Yes, Amir, strongly agree with you. In shorter format, I always love to bat first. Why? Because you don't take any pressure while chasing. Whatever you are chasing, either it's 6 with an over or 8 in an over, you always feel pressure while chasing. So I think that yes, winning the toss, just go for the batting first, put a handsome total there, and then give a chance to your bowlers to do something special for you.
Danny Pawson here being the first change has started off quite well. Couple of deliveries, been on the money. Clint Birkinshaw clearly realizing that he needs to make a change. Wasn't too successful himself, so he's brought on his mate Danny Pawson. The two play for the same club in domestic cricket, therefore know each other's strengths very well. Now he'll come around the wicket to Irfan. It should be a good battle though. Irfan is a very fine cricketer, a strong hitter of the ball. And Pawson is no mug with the ball as well.
Here they've taken a fielder on the long on, deep mid-wicket position. This is the 4th over. And they've taken 3 fielders outside the circle now. Very good delivery. And are they looking for 2? Are they looking for 2? Does well in the end by the fielder.
Yeah, that's what you need from your fielders. Show a bit of urgency, be on your toes. And like you said, in this short format, you can't afford to relax and take it easy. Every ball, you've got to imagine that it's coming to you. And those 1s and 2s that you save can go a long way in deciding the match in the end. Sometimes margins are so small, Asif, that you think, that 1 run I should have saved could have won us the game.
Rightly said. Strongly agree with you. And the good thing is you're the first commentator while commentating with you, where I'm agreeing everywhere.
Clearly our cricketing understanding seems to be either the best or the worst. 56 for 1 Fujairah, 3.5 overs. That's Hamid Khan on strike. This one's through the offside. Point will only watch it run away to the boundary. So Hamid Khan will go about his merry ways. Danny Pawson with a short delivery outside the off, getting the punishment it deserved.
Actually, it's intelligent batting from Hamid and poor bowling. You have taken three fielders outside the circle on the onside and you're bowling outside the off stump. There was a room, nicely timed by Hamid. Another boundary from he's on 22 on 7 deliveries.
Yeah, this is standard procedure for him, Hamid Khan. This is how he likes to bat. Generally bats with a big strike rate. Oh, this is high. This is extremely high. I don't think he's got the distance. The fielder settling under it. And it's a very good catch there. Who else but Ronak Waswani? He's one of the safest hands for the Emirates Reds and he's held on to a brilliant catch to get rid of the dangerous Hamid Khan. One shot too many from him.
Yes, actually, that was the better length. And Hamid, this time he was trying to clear the mid-wicket region. But there was a feeder, nicely taken, well-judged catch. It was high in the air. And fielder, he adjusted well under the ball. And in the end, a very good catch. And this effort always required from the fielders. So Hamid departs on 22, Fujairah 60 for 2.
Well, Fujairah, as they have been throughout the years, they keep churning out batter after batter. This is Nasir Faraz, the youngster. Another very technically correct right-handed batter. Comes out to bat at number 4. Danny Pawson has picked up the wicket. This is nicely cut away, but straight to the fielder. And I think that's a chance gone down. Could have been 2 in 2 for Emirates Reds. Nasir Faraz survives.
Well, I think he dropped the chance. That was a straight chance. And Danny smiling. Another over gone. $60 for 2 now.
The opening bowlers, Abdullah Kayani and Birkinshaw, both quite expensive. Birkinshaw especially. 1 over, none for 20, just 1 dot ball from him. And Abdullah Kayani opened the bowling with a bit of spin, 1 for 32 for him. He came back well in the second over, although he went for runs. He picked up the important wicket of Hamdan Tahir. Then Danny Pawson, a brilliant first over from him, considering the format. 9 runs and a wicket, more importantly, that of Hamid Khan.
Well, good effort from Danny Pawson and 1 dot delivery from him. Abdullah Kayani, he got a very important wicket of Hamdan Tahir. He was looking so dangerous, playing so nicely. Although the run rate is very good, it's above 15. If the same run rate goes on, they could cross 150, which could be a very good total.
They'll certainly be looking to target that. Rashid Habib now with the ball in hand. Nasir Faraz, first ball of the spinners over. He goes big and it's straight to the hands of the fielder. They're slowly pulling things back here, the Emirates Reds, and now they've got rid of the new batter Nasir Faraz.
Well, Samir, that's the problem which we were talking about earlier, that you always play across the line. There was a fielder on the deep mid-wicket. You could have played over the extra cover, but this time he tried to hit hard but straight to the fielder. Under the wicket, Nasir departs on 1, 61 for 3.
Well, the Emirates Reds are slowly pulling things back here for themselves with those 2 quick wickets. Hamid Khan departing and now Nasir Faraz as well. Going for a shot too early on. Zishan, a wicket keeper. He comes out to bat now. They've lost 3 wickets for Fujairah now in pursuit of trying to keep that run rate at a high level. 61 for 3. Rashid Habib has picked up a wicket off his first ball, and Zishan, very rightly so, Zishan Ali, just getting off strike with a single, and now it's about trying to put together a partnership. Yes, they've got only 34 deliveries left in this innings, but still they need to stabilize and steady the ship before they can go big again. Here's another look at that wicket.
Yes, this is what I was talking earlier, that he targeted the mid-wicket area, but didn't time well, didn't go over the fence, with good effort from Rashid.
Oh, inside edge. This is running away towards the fine leg boundary. Don't think it'll reach it. It'll get a couple of runs, but once again they're looking for that slog sweep. Rashid is doing well by just floating it towards that offside, trying and saying, hit me if you can. And that's the wicket that he got of Nasir Faraz, and a good catch from Ashwant Waltappa. That's one thing they've done well. They've caught on to everything that's come to them, just through the legs of the keeper.
Yeah, remained lucky. Couple of runs there. Again, Irfan this time, he was targeting mid-wicket area. There are 3 fielders, long on, mid-wicket and deep square leg. They're just waiting for to go get a catch there.
Has it gone for a catch again though? Nope, it's cleared the boundary. Just enough off the bat of Muhammad Irfan. This was much straighter. He saw the opportunity, down on one knee and deposited over mid-wicket for a maximum.
It's not easy for the bowlers, you know, that when batters are targeting each delivery. This time Irfan and the ball, it was once again in the range, and over pitch, quick delivery, timing was perfect, and the result is maximum. Over the fence for the very good shot.
Oh, this is much quicker from Rashid Habib, and a single this time to Muhammad Irfan. 71 for 3 now. A decent over this from Rashid Habib in the context of what has gone on so far. Just one big 6 hit off him. Otherwise, he's bowled pretty well. Again, outside the offside. He's converted it into a full toss, Zishan, and he's powered that towards mid-wicket in the gap between Waltappa and the long off fielder.
Another very good over, though they got a wicket, but they managed once again 14 runs. This time, again, good shot. Timing was perfect. Huge gap was there. Another very good over for Fujairah. 75 for 3.
Great shot to start with. Ronak, very first delivery, has been whipped on, and that's gone into the gap right between the two fielders. Not a great start there for Ronak. You need to really do slightly better than that, I think. Maybe bowling onto the pads was not a great idea here. Joining me is Ali Yunus. Welcome to the commentary box, Ali.
Thank you very much. I believe it's a very good toss to lose for Fujairah. They've been given the opportunity to bat first, and they are capitalizing on it. I always think that in T10 cricket, batting first is a better option than chasing, because a couple of good overs while chasing can harm your run chase. But this is a good start for Fujairah. 80 for 3, looking to get to at least 120 to 125 runs from here on.
Yeah, you were there out at the pitch. I mean, what does wicket say?
Well, there is nothing much pitch can do in T10 cricket. You know, it's all about intent. And one batter going through, and we see Irfan now going through with him is Zishan. It's all about one player playing the inning through till 10 overs, and you can get to 110, 115 quite easily. But what I have seen so far in this tournament is that batters have not shown patience. They've just been coming and hitting. It's not that sort of a pitch where you'll come and hit straight away. You need some time on the pitch.
This one again thumbed on the onside. And straight to the fielder. Well, I think the demand is pretty too much here because just 10 overs game, you need to pick things too quickly. You don't have time to settle in. That's the challenge.
Absolutely, but still you can always take 3 to 4 deliveries just to get your eye in, just to get used off the pitch, because it's a difficult pitch to bat on. I tell you, it's not that easy.
That was a good delivery to the left-hander. You flight it in the air. That's what you need to do, especially when you have given bulk of runs initially in the over. I think in this format, 10 runs in over is pretty decent.
Yeah, you should be able to get at least 10. And if one good over of 20 or 15 to 20 overs runs, that will do. And of 6 overs, 85 for 3. Fujairah on top.
ये मेरा ये आप
And this is where cricket has improved immensely throughout the world. The broadcasting, streaming and OTT partners for Emirates D10 2023 powered by FanCode. You can watch it on FanCode in India and in the rest of the world. Sports Eye, you can go to the YouTube or Facebook. And in Pakistan and MENA region, Myco is the app to go to IT Prodigy Production alongside TPD 360 live from 7 districts, Malek's Cricket Stadium. This is where things have improved. Everyone has got the opportunity to showcase their talent where the world can see.
But I think early things have been really changed post-COVID. I mean, these are our unsung heroes. Meanwhile, tries to come down the track and gets the inner part of the bat. A direct hit. Yeah, no big appeal there. I think the batter made it quite comfortably. So we were talking about world after COVID. It's been completely changed, and the change has come in a big way for the cricket world. I mean, this part of the world wasn't known about the talent that we have here.
Absolutely. I think and broadcasting has played a huge role, I tell you, because once you showcase your talent in front of everyone, it gives you that hope also. This one is picked up. There is a fielder. Will he be able to get it? No, just falling short of him. Just falling short of him. Fielding has been on the downside for the Reds from the last couple of days. That's what we have seen.
I think that's one thing that you need to work no matter what format you're playing. That was well thappa there, pretty long lad. I think he's got his spike stuck on the grass. Could have been a difficult chance. Again, trying to heave it on the onside. That's been the case. You tend to see when these batters, they play shorter format, when they go for the big shots, especially in this part of the world, most of the time they'll target the onside rather than playing on the merit of the ball.
Absolutely. This is what I've seen, that even if the ball is pitched way outside the off stump, they'll look to drag it from there to mid-wicket or long on area. Because that's exactly what you're mentioning. Great pick-up shot. That is going. Forget about it. That's all the way. 6 runs for Zishan. So now both batters cutting loose. That's not a good sign for Reds, I tell you.
Yeah, that has been really picked, hammered, hit away with a lot of muscle and bustle. I tell you what, that has come nicely onto the bat because that was the arm ball coming in. If that would have turned the other way around, that would have been a top edge.
Absolutely. Playing it to the merit as you just mentioned. This one a bit leg side-ish by Rashid. Again, the intent is pretty clear. They're going to go after every delivery which is in their zone, or even if it's not in the zone, they're going to go after. The intent is clear.
Yeah, one thing is for sure that you won't see a lot of flighted deliveries the way we see in the bigger format. Tossing it up in the air, inviting the batter to come down the track. That would be something that we'll be missing out in this format. This one has been lofted on the onside, and that will stay in the air. Another 6 in the over, and beautiful picked up. This time from the left-hander.
It's just not stopping for Fujairah. 100 up in 7 overs. Great going. They're not done yet.
Well, Ronak will continue bowling his final over. Yeah, the spells have been cut down to 2 only. He'll roll his arm for the one last time. Coming around the wicket to the right-hander, he's been hit straight and that will go to the fence. No! Well, I think the umpire would like to have another look on that one, but that was a good shot.
Great effort, great commitment shown by the fielder there. For a moment, the way he hit it, it was hit pretty hard and the placement was perfect. Right between the two fielders. He'll definitely have a look at it again, umpire. But have a look at that for force. Coming down the track, great swing of the bat. And great commitment also. Great cricket all around.
Yeah, Pausan has done well to cut that one. But is he still intact while he was touching the rope? Or did he touch the rope? That's the real question.
It's a difficult one for the third umpire once again. We've seen ground fielding been very impressive. But I think if you look at from this angle, he's done pretty well.
Yeah, that's a decent effort. And this angle tell us a better story. I think from my point of view that he's clean.
I'll just give it to him for the commitment level.
Yeah, 100% commitment. That's what you need to do. That makes a lot of difference when you put your 100% commitment towards the game. Every single run counts, especially in the shorter format.
Great work, great work. This is what Reds need at the moment. Some inspiration coming from fielders, because you need one moment to bring the team back in the game and that momentum shift. Because at the moment it's all Fujairah. They're playing at their will, scoring runs. Everything is going in their way.
Yeah, good to go. Yeah, that was well saved. Pausan, great work in the field. So, as you mentioned, it's very important to give you a little bit extra as one player. And then looking at this one, meanwhile, straight to the fielder. Another great take here. We've been talking about the momentum with the great fielding efforts that has lit the team Emirates Reds.
Definitely, this went straight to the fielder. The first game which Red played, the fielding was on the average side. But today they've done well. They've got everything that has come their way. Well, Zishan will have to go back a little cameo. I would say 18 runs he scored. He had to go big, which he did, trying. It was too full for that. Did not get underneath it. So elevation and that force was not quite there. And a very good, very smart catch by the fielder. It's a good inning of 18. It was well caught by Kushan off Ronak. It's 102 for 4.
Well, Junaid Shamsuddin, the new man walking in. A great all-rounder. He's played a lot of cricket around and he's now getting the tag of specialist in the shorter format.
Impact player, as they say. This is what is needed in this shorter format. Players like him who come and play a few deliveries and create an impact on the game.
Yeah, and pretty handy option when it comes to bowling as well. Can bowl those slower ones. Yeah, now when you talk about you need to settle. So, yeah, he's still kicking himself, Zishan Abid.
Yeah, because he did get the start and this one too full for that shot. I believe he could not quite read the length of the ball. Just went pre-made it. Again, straight driven. That was a missed chance by Ronak.
Yeah, that should have been a cotton bowl there. And usually these kind of shots, when they come at you, it gets stuck. But not on this occasion.
Yeah, if you're lucky enough on that date, they will stuck. But this one, not quite sticking. Again, driven beautifully. Fielding has been good from the Reds today. They need that. They won the previous game. After being in a difficult position, they won the game. The captain played a great inning. So that must have given them a lot of confidence and momentum going into this game. But here, Fujairah definitely using that pace because the pitch is fresh, so it will be good for batting. So they're using that.
Well, I don't think so. That shot was there on the cards. He tried though, missed it. 103 for 4 at the end of 8. Well, it was the openers who put a great show together, courtesy. The top order has really worked well here. 31 for Hamdan Hamid, getting those 22 of just 8 deliveries. Irfan is still battling and got 30 for himself of just 14 deliveries. I think this is what, when you talk about contribution, barring Nasser, the rest all have chipped in well.
Absolutely, everyone scoring runs. This is what you want to see from a quality side like Fujairah. Now as the tournament is progressing, this is the third day, everyone now probably realizing what needs to be done on a pitch like this.
Yeah, bowled it way outside off Danny. I need to be closer to the batsman slightly. I think the idea is right. That's how you need to bowl in the death overs.
Yeah.
But I think it just got a little too away.
Exactly what we were talking about earlier. The batters come into that position to hit it towards mid-wicket. If you see Junaid's position also, he was ready for that mid-wicket shot. That is why he banged in on the offside. This one again, powerfully hit and equally well fielded by the captain there. So that's what happens when you position yourself to play towards mid-wicket. Bowlers tend to go towards offside, outside the off stump. And in doing so, the control is, when not there, they bowl a wide.
And also, Danny, what he's doing is using the crease pretty well. So he's coming wide of the crease and pitching outside off. So it's all the time the batter will think the ball will come into him. So meanwhile, change in the field. They've got 2 fielders deep for a left-hander on the offside. And he goes straight. And that will go all the way for 6 runs. What a great hit that is. Right in the arc, out of the park.
Yeah, that's pretty ordinary bowling by Danny. He's looking to go big and is bowled right in his zone, in his channel. This is easy pickings. Well, look at that. No pace whatsoever. Cleared its front leg, placed it straight. Excellent batting. He's not going to miss out. Well, nobody's going to miss out when he's seen 15 deliveries in the middle. That's not where you bowl at. 111 for 4 now.
Yeah, Nelson on board. And he whipped this one on the own side. There is a man. A good smart cricketing shot there. He hit that one for a maximum. The next delivery he picks up single.
At least this is what you should be looking to do from here on. Every delivery should be going for the runs, may it be singles, doubles or the boundaries. And that's how they can easily get to 130 from here on. 9 deliveries to go. They should be eyeing on 130.
This one again thumbed away straight to the fielder. Now he's took the pace slightly off, and it seems to be he's more comfortable bowling against the right-hander rather than the left-hander.
Yeah, it's all about creating that angle, as you said in the previous delivery. When he bowled to a right-hander, he used the crease. So it's all about variations, how you can unsettle the batter. And the shorter the format, more the variation is needed.
Yeah, I loved it. Up in the air. Fielder just getting around there. That was a longer part of the ground. Took some doings. And still Ronak got there to do the cleaner job.
Yep, it was more sort of a jab by Irfan rather than the swing. As bowlers have variations, batters have developed different types of shots. These jabs and those helicopters, those scoops, everything coming into play. The cricket has changed. Oh, has to be very close, very close. No, maybe going down to the leg side. But it was a full toss and it was deep in the crease. He's disappointed, rightly so. Maybe we'll have a look at it again.
Yeah, he's inquiring slight bit of about the trapping in front that looked like plumb in front. But no, with that angle ball is going on the onside, but that was really close. I think umpire's call there.
To me, it was hitting the leg stump. 9 overs gone, 115 for 4.
One last over in the game, and Mohammad Akasha has been given the ball now, quite surprisingly seeing. He didn't get earlier. This one is up in the air, and Junaid couldn't put that one into the gap. So why is Akasha is bowling now? That completely beats me, because he's a fantastic new ball bowler. Also somebody who's played the higher level under 19 UAE.
Absolutely, and he bowled well in the previous couple of games too. Although I'm new to this circuit, but I've seen him bowl. I've seen him bowl with great line in length, and pretty surprising that now he's only going to bowl 1 over, because this is the last over of the inning.
Look at that. This is why we've been talking about why Akasha didn't bowl earlier, where he's had a fantastic control with the new ball as well. He can move away from the right-hander.
Yep, hits the seam hard. This one again, good position. That's why you see the movement after pitching, because the ball was hitting the seam and then moved away from the right-hander. That's the quality, as you said. He's played at the highest level under 19 cricket. It's showing. The skill is showing.
Yeah, he's been out because of the injury, but then is making comeback for this season. Meanwhile, it's been heaved on the onside. That will go and find the fans. 4 runs, much needed boundary in the end.
Yep, great placement. This is going to happen. Even the best of the best will struggle bowling the last over of T10. There was 2 fielders, but more towards the mid-wicket area. There's no one at square leg. Pretty surprising to me. The field positioning, look at that, cleared his leg, went across towards the 4th stump and placed it beautifully. Good shot.
Yeah, I think the batter realized there is no protection behind. Shuffled pretty well. Again, this time Akasha a bit too smarter, bowled it full and outside off.
Yeah, this is already a good batting unit by Fujairah. They scored 122. It's similar like what Sharjah did in the first game. They scored 130 runs. Can they beat that? 2 deliveries, 2 boundaries will do that. Irfan is on 39. He has all the potential, all the skill to do it. But he's up against Akasha, who's a very sensible, very smart bowler he is. Hits the seam on regular occasions.
Yeah, Akasha is really trying to prevent boundaries at least. You can see the fielder, one at the extra cover region on the offside. A lot of fielders on the onside. Get square and mid-wicket and long on. Back. And he goes big on the onside. Has he got all of it? Yes, he does. That has travelled the distance as well. What a great shot from Mohammad Irfan.
Great batting. Excellent game awareness and improvisation. Realizing it is going to bowl at that length. Picked it up. Great swing of the bat. And that placement again. It's all about placing it in the right area. And he has done it quite comfortably.
Yeah, you get a lot of chances when especially the bowler brings into you, and that swivel gets easier. And he got that one. A handsome hit. One last delivery. Akasha got to re-bowl that one. He's tried to bowl away, outside off, and is given as wide. Now one big hit is needed for personal figures. Irfan to get to his 50.
What a great inning. What a great inning it has been from Irfan. And we would want him to get a 50 because he's played so well, given that momentum to the team.
One last delivery. Will Irfan get to his 50? No, that doesn't seem to be the case here. He mistimed that one, but they are coming back for 2. And one thing is for sure that Fujairah was eyeing for that 130 and they get there. They have done great job, decent batting together, batting in pairs.
It has been a complete performance by the Fujairah batters, everyone chipping in, and Irfan in the end giving them that momentum that is required going into the second inning. Great performance. Akasha was bowled for the last over, couldn't do much, had that responsibility, gave away 16 runs. Overall a very good performance after being put in by Reds to bat first, and now Reds have a huge job to do of scoring 132 to win.
Yeah, the body language says it all that the score has gone too far for them. 130 is a bit too much, and to get that 130, these batters have shown wonderful batting to us. It was right from the beginning. Hamdan Tahir getting going, the left-hander, with 31 of just 12, 22 of just 8 from Hamid Khan. That has set the tone for the rest, and then Mohammad Irfan remained unbeaten for 47. I think he played the major role and contributed well for his 47 of just 20 deliveries.
Now they bowled well initially, but the economy by the end is on the higher side. Only Ronak Vaswani was the one with the economy less than 10-6. His economy, other than him, everyone has gone for runs. 1 wicket for Abdullah Kiani, 1 for Danny Poston, 1 for Rashid Habib, and 1 for Ronak Vaswani. They could not stop Fujairah to get to Emirates Red to get to 131. But the impressive part was extras, just 2 extras. That's very impressive.
Yeah, they've been disciplined on the extras column. It was 1 wide coming in the last over even. Now let's have a look at the highlights. Well, Fujairah started really well. Abdullah Kayani was taken for some runs between those two batters batting together, right and left hand combination. Hamdan Tahir very strong to the onside, and he's utilized the power play really well. Yeah, he's swiveled and put away these bowlers, have literally taken them for ride, and it was 1 shot too many where Kayani struck and picked up the left-hander. Replacing him was another left-hander, Mohammad Irfan, coming in, and Hamid Khan. He's given those runs, 22 of 8 deliveries before he departs, played a major role, a big contribution, then settling in those 2 players along with Zishan Abid. They had these kept on going. Zishan, they made this very important partnership in between where they were needed. It was one end by the left-hander Mohammad Irfan. He kept those end occupied and was scoring runs as well. And that was the end where by bowling greatly, Waswani picked up Zishan Abid, and then it was Junaid Shamsuddin was come in, but didn't really put that impact what he's known for. But it was the left-hander who kept going, and in the end, and they've been to bat first, and they posted 132 runs target. We'll take a short break and see how Emirates Reds responds to 132. Welcome back to this run chase for Emirates D10, powered by FanCode, and we are getting these live visuals from 7 District Malek Cricket Stadium in Ajman. We have witnessed where the Reds have got won the toss, and they have invited Fujairah to bat first, and Fujairah posting the target of 132. And they managed to get 131 with 4 wickets down only. Most of the batters contributing really well. Junaid Shamsu remained unbeaten, scored 10 of 9, but he made sure that he's out there to support Mohammad Irfan, who was looking fearless. Played a all-round very good batting display from the left-hander. These are the bowling figures of Emirates Reds, where Kayani was being expensive, but I think he's done well picking up that danger man at the initial over. Hamdan was looking danger. Birkinshaw went for some runs, and then he didn't come back into the attack. And then a wicket for Rashid, wicket for Ronak. Danny also got a wicket to his name. Surprisingly, Muhammad Akasha Tahir bowled only 1 over. And now the maneuvering around the fielders, and it will be Salman alongside Qamar for Emirates Reds to open the innings. It would be Mohammad Rohit Bangash to start the proceedings. He'll be starting from the pavilion end. So I think a lot of relies in these two openers to settle in. The first ball underway. Now came back to the right-hander. And a bit of a wayward throw coming in from Rohit Bangash, as he has got off a good start there. That's what he need to do. And I've been joined by Samir Yunus. Samir?
Thank you, Abid. These are good times for Rohit. He's going through a nice little patch in his bowling career from the time he's moved here. Has impressed a lot of people. Got some opportunities in the big stages, and now here he is for Fujairah, opening the bowling for them in defence of a very healthy score that they've posted, 131. Reds will have to play out of their skins to chase this down. Oh, big swing across the line. That ball swinging back in as it naturally does to the left armour. Gets the inside edge. The keeper luckily got a hand to it. Otherwise, there was a boundary written all over it.
Well, I don't think so. Zishan Abid would be happy that you're calling it luckily. He's given a great effort behind the stump, and everybody is giving him high five. And look at the efforts. Great work. You can't call it luckily, Samir.
Just to correct you, Abid, I said lucky for the bowler. That Zishan Abid put that point across. They well negotiated on that one. 2 for none. A couple of singles to start things off here. This one held its line, just went straight on with the arm, nicely behind that Salman. I'll get a single and get off the mark himself.
Yeah, got this time ball moving away from the right-hander. He's got these two deliveries. The one which comes in, that's his stock delivery. And then one which leaves the right-hander and goes away. See, it's very important for the left arm quick, as you yourself being left arm quick. With a new ball especially, you have to have these two abilities.
Left arm not so quick anymore, Abid. We'll have to see. I've got a match tonight. But Rohit is bowling well. This one again, Qamar. Looking to go big on the leg side. He did that the previous time, got an inside edge. This one's a bit more shorter from Rohit, but he's found his length here. Not too full, not too short, just on that spot.
Yeah, perfect length. But if you get the batter trapped in front, that takes the chances of LBW, because with this angle, you'll have to pitch it outside leg.
Clint Birkinshaw, very worried skipper. Went for a few in his 1 over that he bowled, and he feel like his team has given away too many to a strong Fujairah team.
Yeah, 20 runs coming off his over.
Slower delivery, that one. Well negotiated by Qamar. He'll push that towards long on. Hamid Khan is down there with a good stop. It'll just be a single. So yet to get a boundary, the Reds. Can't do it with these 1s and 2s, Abid. They need those big shots.
Yeah, they need to pick up gaps. I think they're trying to see off Rohit Bangash, who's causing them trouble. They might try to attack against the remainers, but I don't think so. That's a great idea while chasing 132.
No, you don't have much time in this format, that's for sure. Mohammad Salman goes for a walk down the track, and he sent the ball for a walk down the track. Couple of bouncers into the fence for the first boundary for the Reds. Off the bat of Mohammad Salman.
Yeah, beautiful use of the feet. Shimmy down the track against the pace of Rohit. And then he's gone with the momentum. Place it over the long on. Great shot. That's what you need to do. First over gone, 8 for none.
Malek bro.
Bit of spin now, right in the second over for Fujairah. Qamar on that occasion, getting down the track. First ball to the spinner, exploiting that big open space over the offside field. And he gets his first boundary as well now.
Yeah, straight away. That's one way to put a pressure on someone like Gopa Kumar, who knows things so too about the left arm orthodoxies. He's got that quick delivery as well. And Gopa has plenty of experience bowling with the new ball as well. So I'm sure he'll try to bounce back.
And in the meantime, these two batters will try and go after the spinner, because dealing with Rohit hasn't been easy for these two. So they look at this as an opportunity to try and make use. They haven't too much time left. Just 4 deliveries to go until the end of the power play. So try and get as many boundaries in these next few deliveries to get abreast with that required run rate.
Yeah, they have to work hard to get there. I think this over has started well for Reds, as they need to keep accelerating.
Nicely bowled into the block hole. Never easy to play those off. Salman has no choice but to just push that down towards mid-wicket. We get a single as well.
Yes, I mean, especially when you're new to the crease, and these Yorkers can be your biggest enemy. If you ask me, really, I had that problem.
Nicely hit down the ground. Straight to the fielder's hands, but it's gone through the hands. Well, that's an opportunity put down by the Fujairah fielder. And a boundary to Qamar on this occasion.
I think Gopa made an error by flighting the ball still. And still he got the hand on it. A bigger boundaries here. Difficult to clear the fence.
This one's missed everything. It's gone under the bat, through the keeper's legs. Let's wait for the umpire's signal. Could be a bye. In fact, no, it's a bat. So a couple of runs added now. And without much effort. They've got to 20 for no loss. 1 delivery left in this over.
Yeah, they will maximize this over. Yeah, got the under part of the willow.
Converted that into a full toss and nicely pushed over extra cover for a boundary to end the second over. Gopakumar eventually being quite expensive, even though he started off quite well. End of 2, it's 24 for none. 24 for none. At the end of 2, Reds will think they've got a decent start. 12 per over is what they're going at. Fujairah mixing things up here. With a medium pace now in this third over. Muhammad Irfan into the attack. Starts off with a very slow, short delivery. Salman had all the time in the world to hit that anywhere he wanted. In the end, he played a little too early. And he only gets a single. Got away with that one, Irfan.
Simi, you got to back yourself with these kind of deliveries. You need to bowl these slow bouncers more often, wide Yorkers. You need to mix things up here, especially in the shorter format. It's always about deceiving the batter. So they've got the 5 fielders out now.
Once again, rolling his fingers when delivering it. Never easy. When the ball is short and slow, you've got to create all the power yourself. Kamar, once again, not being able to latch on to that one.
Yeah, didn't read that one. Yeah, that's what, when you're trying to hit too hard and the bowler is not offering you pace.
Short again. So Irfan seems to have decided that that's the length he's going to go with. And so far it has worked out for him.
Yeah, as long as it works, you got to stick with it. I think you need to change slide bit. I think I would like to see Irfan now bowl those short and off-pace deliveries. Maybe going one full with the pace. Maybe Yorker would be an ideal delivery.
Yeah, it might be just coming. Irfan is a very street smart cricketer. Again, slow and short, not being able to... I think the idea with the batter is trying to hit it too hard. Yeah, maybe just wait for it to arrive. Try and hit it in the gap instead of trying to hit it hard, as Kamaran did on that occasion.
Yeah, he's rolled his finger over this time. That's a great start for Irfan. Given only 3 and 4 deliveries in 10 overs game, that's a great achievement.
Okay, block hole coming up. For sure. Yeah, that was the length. Abid, I was going to bet a biryani with you on that. Lucky you didn't buy the deal.
Well, I'm smart enough now to understand your tricks.
But this is good tactics from Muhammad Irfan. He keeps the batter guessing. 3 slow deliveries, 1 full. Once again, back to that short, slow delivery. This has been pulled away. Oh, a bit of a Hafiz Almas. Didn't expect the fielder to let that one go. And on that fumble, they've been able to collect a couple of runs as well. So good over this from Irfan. Just 6 off it. It's 30 for none at the end of 3.
Left arm round, bowling change. Thank you, sir. Hey. Hello, Abhi.
At 34 of 3 overs. Especially I haven't picked up a wicket, but then I think while chasing 130 and the power play is completely on for the bowlers. I think Fujairah can feel that they are ahead in this game.
Yeah, they haven't picked up a wicket, but they have kept things very tight. Wahab Hassan now another left-arm Habib. We've seen so many in this tournament. And he's a fine bowler as well. And keep things tight. And Fujairah will be a bit more relaxed if they can pick up a wicket here. Break this partnership. The opening one. Nicely cut away. That's in the gap. But the fielder will get across. Hafiz Almas, they have got a gun arm. But despite that, Salman will be able to get a couple of runs. It's 33 now. So the boundaries have dried up in the last few deliveries. But they need those Reds. They can't afford to be too slow and quiet in chase of 132.
Yeah, I think it was Muhammad Irfan who's done well. This time has been hammered, and that's just gone for the distance. You were asking for one. That's the bigger.
Well, Salman doesn't play pretty looking shots, but they go pretty far when he hits them, Will. That's for sure. That was full onto the legs. He made room for himself and gave it everything he had. It's gone all the way for a maximum, a much needed one for the Reds. They'll need many, many more of this.
Yeah, right way to break the shackles. Makes room. This time he goes on the offside, straight to the fielder. And Umar Ali Khan would not miss that. He's safe as house. Great take, quick reflexes, and a wicket for Wahab Hassan.
That's what he does so well, Wahab Hassan. You just can't settle down against him. He's a very tricky, wily spinner. First one that he got hit for a 6 before. This was a full delivery. This one he just dragged the length back. Still went after the batter chased him. Had to cut it there, Salman, and it went straight to Umair Ali's hand. He's a tall lad, Umair. He's not going to miss out on that. Look what it means to Wahab Hassan. They've broken the partnership. Salman has to depart. It's 39 for 1.
Captain, batter in. Captain, batter is getting ready. Captain. Left arm over, 2 to come.
Left-hander Danny Pawson walks out at number 3. And he's got a big job at hand here. He's left to partner Qamar and try and, when I say stitch together a partnership, it needs to be a very big partnership here for the Reds, because there's no time to settle down.
Yeah, I think it's quite difficult job now for Danny and Qamar. They at least need couple of big overs, not one, but they'll need 2.
First ball, powering it down towards long on. Bit of work to do there for the fielder. It'll just be a couple of runs to start things off. So Wahab, it's been good, hasn't he? Recently concluded domestic tournaments. He had bowled it very well for his team, and he's continuing to do so here in the D10 tournament as well. Here's another look at the wicket. Salman making room, trying to go over the offside, and Wahab Hassan picking up that wicket. This one from Danny, going over the offside, and they'll get another single. So successful over from Wahab Hassan comes to an end. End of 4, it's 42 for 1.
Slightly. Covering leg.
And it means a lot for a spinner when they pick up a wicket, especially after getting hit for 6. That was the 6 was hit against Wahab. And then when he picked you up, and the next ball, very next delivery, he followed the batter and hits it on the onside. This time it will be only single. The singles will not do. So when you get hit for 6 and next delivery, you pick up that batter and that send-off from Wahab. I'll have a look on that.
I mean, as a bowler myself, I can tell you exactly what that feeling is about. It's such a good redemption for you after you've got hit for a maximum and picked up a wicket at the very next delivery. Very satisfying. This won't be satisfying though from Irfan. That slow one has gone horribly wrong here. And I think that's the first wide they've bowled.
I think it was the batter who shuffled slightly. Now he actually opened his, cleared that his front leg, and he really did not want it to bowl his arc. So he's got it wrong completely.
Oh, nicely bowled. That was a quicker bouncer. He's been bowling slow bouncers throughout, and this one suddenly with a bit of pace, and he's kept Qamar guessing, and now he's got him frustrated. I see a release shot coming up here, Abid.
Yeah, Kamar has to bring a boundary there, at least, if not 6. So get release now, because he's been batting for a while now. And this time he got the bat on it, but straight to the fielder. Still, he'll feel more frustrated.
This is good stuff from Mohammad Irfan. He's generally in the team as a batter, but he's still doing a brilliant job for his team with the ball. And now Kamar says, well, it seems like the bat is the problem. Let me have a change.
Let me tell you, that bat has been gifted to him from Mohammad Rizwan.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's very valuable then. Remind me when I'm going home, I'll try and pick that up. Nicely hit, pulled away. Again, protection, so they can't find the gaps, these two. The Reds are finding it hard here in chase of the 132. Irfan has bowled brilliantly.
Yeah, now both the batters having a close look to the willow. And not being able to find the boundary, not timing.
You know what they say, when you don't look good in photographs, you blame the cameraman. These two batters are unable to find the boundary. They're just looking at the bat. Maybe it's got to do with the willow in hand, or what is it that I can't find the gaps for?
Well, I think the idea should be, when you can't find the gap, play over the head of the fielders. This time hits towards the offside.
Very full from Irfan. Beg your pardon there, Abid. He's just mixing it up very nicely. Short stuff, full stuff. Keep the batter guessing throughout. He's bowled really, really well here. Just 11 runs in his 11 deliveries. He's got one more left in his quota of 2 overs. He's made life very difficult for the Reds batters. Yet to get to their 50 in under 5 overs.
I think these kind of players are very useful. The impactful player likes of Mohammad Irfan. Slow. Well, that is being picked on the onside again. They didn't find the gap. And that would only bring the spell, a fine spell of Mohammad Irfan to an end. He's given only 12 in his 2. It's 48 for 1 at the end of 5.
Right then, 5 overs done, 48 for the loss of 1. The Emirates Reds chasing a total of 132. Good going here. They haven't lost too many wickets, but the runs are slightly on the slower side, I would say, considering what they're chasing. And Fujairah has done well. Rohit Khan is going to come in and bowl his second over. They need 84 runs of 30 deliveries. This is a tall task, but they've got 2 men who can certainly do that. Danny Posson and Kamar Hussain, both still out there. Starts off with a slower delivery. That's been picked up really well by Danny. And I think that's gone all the way for a maximum. What a great hit and what a great way to welcome K. Asif into the com box. Welcome, K. Asif.
Rashid bhai, it was a fantastic shot. Thank you very much. Look at this short pitch delivery. Picked up nicely. And it's a maximum. That's the requirement, actually. They have started well, but with the 6, now they're 54 for 1. And Danny, 12 on 6 deliveries.
Oh yeah, they need a lot more of these big hits to come their way if they're to chase down those 132 runs. Wayward delivery down the leg side. Zishan Abid unable to stop that. That'll be boundary. 5 wides on that occasion. Not very good from Rohit Khan.
Well, dear, you'd have to avoid these kind of mistakes. Now they required 73 on 29 deliveries. The first 5 overs, they bowled well, but this time it was down the leg side. Zishan Abid tried well. But in the end, 5 important runs for Emirates Reds.
Yeah, not very good from the bowler. And Zishan Abid is complaining. He's not happy about that. Rightly so. He had to put in a big dive towards his right. The other teams are getting ready now. Sharjah on your screens. Trying to overcompensate through the offside now. Will be another wide. So the runs are flowing in quite nicely for the Emirates Reds. They can get that confidence of chasing down this total.
Well, I think that there is no need to go for any sort of extra delivery or extra sort of experience. Just bowl wicket to wicket. To be very honest, 72 isn't easy to chase down on 29 deliveries.
Absolutely. You're in the driving seat. Just make sure that you bowl in the right areas. Let the batters do something out of the extraordinary. And that's a good delivery. Good comeback by Rohit Khan. He's fresh of the Abu Dhabi D10. He was part of one of the teams there. So he will have a lot of confidence. Just, I think that 1-6 that he was hit on the very first delivery, that really shook him. And he hasn't been able to bowl well since then. But that was a good delivery to come back.
Yeah, that was a very good delivery. And that's the length, actually. It's not easy for the batters to pick up on the good length area. And when you are targeting right outside the off stump or you're targeting the fourth stump, always a bit difficult for the batters. But the batters like Danny, he looks dangerous. He's very good on short pitch deliveries. Now there's a change in the field. They're bringing in the deep square leg. The problem for the skipper, there's a fielder on the deep mid wicket. A fielder...
good delivery outside off stump. That York length. And I think it's the power play over. That's why they don't have too many fielders. Only two of them outside the 30-yard circle. That's the batting power play, the floating power play. And Danny was just trying to probably place it between those two fielders at short third and the point region. Long on. He's got a long on and long off, beg your pardon. And the other fielder is the mid-wicket fielder. Rest all the fielders inside the 30-yard. And he comes once again. That's another good delivery. Oh, but he's got some bat onto that. I'll tell you what, that is turned out to be a good shot at the end. Unlucky for Rohit Bangash and for the Fujairah team, but runs will not matter.
Brilliant improvisation. Yes, that was a very good delivery. Rohit remained unlucky. Full marks to the batter, the way he managed in the end. Nothing wrong was that delivery. Right in the block hole. It was a Yorker delivery. But Danny looks once again dangerous.
Oh yeah, just shuffled across a lot and Rohit was following him. That's another good delivery. Outside off stump in the block hole. No chance for Danny to get underneath that. This is turning out to be a good over for the Reds. They've gotten some runs off it. But remember, this is the floating power play. One more delivery in this one and the Reds would want to get a boundary here.
But you could give credit to Rohit as well. The way he started. That was a short pitch delivery, but after that he has targeted only the block hole area and he has bowled so nicely. So last delivery of the 6th over, 67 runs to win on 25, and Kama will try to hit a boundary on this last delivery.
He's been out there since the start. Shuffles across, goes towards the long on, no connection whatsoever. They will pick up a couple of runs. That's all they will get. Good over nonetheless for the Reds. 6 overs done, 67 for 1. 65 more required in the last 4.
If you see the bowling figures, yes, Wahab Hassan got a very important wicket. 1 over 12 for 1, and rest of the bowlers, they're struggling. But Mohammad Irfan was sensational. Only 12 runs conceded in 2 overs. Superb bowling effort.
Absolutely. Look at that economy rate. That's what you look at in this shorter format. And Irfan, like you mentioned, has bowled a superb spell. Now it's going to be the captain, Umair Ali Khan, to bring himself in. The right time, I think. Another very, very experienced player. He's a brilliant bowler. Look out for that change of pace. He's got a brilliant delivery that comes into the left-hander, rolls his fingers over it. And he's got an important task in front of him. They need Another 65 runs in 4 overs. So this is going to be a very important over from Umair Ali Khan. Look at that. Starts off with that slower delivery. That's been played well in the gap. That's 4 runs. Good pickup. Good shot from Danny through the covers.
Gorgeous piece of timing. That was on the back foot, timed well, and right out of the middle of the bat. Even the fielder was there, but a long chase. Look at this. Nicely timed. So good start. They require 15 runs in an over and last 23 deliveries.
Oh, excellent comeback in the block hole, following the batter on that occasion. That's what Umair Ali Khan can do. He is very precise with his line and length, and he can change that according to the situation.
Very good delivery. Good comeback. Yes, this is the target here. Just try to bowl in the block hole area. Try to bowl yokers as many. Try to bowl some slow deliveries.
Again, as you said, slow deliveries. That's what he does all the time. His faster one is probably the surprise delivery for the batters. Otherwise, he'll consistently keep bowling those slower deliveries.
Not only for the batters, but the wicketkeeper as well.
Oh, yes. Qamar Hussain back on strike now, 24 of 16. They've lost only 1 wicket. And I think this has been a good batting effort from the Reds, but I think Fujairah did really well by posting 132 on the board. Oh, he's picked it up. I think he's got enough. No, doesn't look like. It's the fielder, Hamid Khan. He doesn't drop too many. Trying to go big here, Qamar Hussain. Doesn't connect all that well. And Umair Ali Khan, as soon as he comes in, he provides that breakthrough they were looking for.
Intelligent piece of bowling. Once again, a slow delivery works out for Fujairah. And Qamar, who wanted to go over the long on, long off area, but didn't time well. Very good piece of bowling and a very good catch as well. Look at this. A slow delivery and remain high in the sky, but still didn't clear the fence. So good wicket there. Qamar Hussain departs on 24, 72 for 2.
New man in, Ashwin Tapa, the left-handed flamboyant player from Team Emirates Reds. The first delivery, he's picked it and played it over Umair Ali Khan. And that will be, is it dropped? I think it's Wahab on that occasion. He's dropped, could have been back-to-back wickets for Umair Ali Khan. Not the case. Well, that was a sitter there, Wahab. None able to grasp onto that.
Well, again, a slow delivery. Top edge, high in the air, and fielder came under the knee, but in the last, he dropped the catch. That was a simple chance. And definitely Wahab isn't happy. Of course, it could have taken easily.
Oh yeah, that should have been taken at this level. And he's a very good fielder, mind you. Probably just missed out today. Is this another chance? No, falls short of the fielder and he makes a mess of it. Oh, that's Nasir Faraz. Can you believe it? These are some of the best fielders in the domestic circuit and they're dropping catches. They're giving away boundaries. That's not very good for Fujairah. Sign of concern. Umair Ali Khan is not happy and rightly so. This shouldn't be happening here. 7 overs done. 77 for the loss of 2. The Emirates Reds require another 55 in 3 overs. On the broadcast, streaming and OTT partners for the Emirates D10 2023 powered by FanCode. It's going to be the FanCode app in India. SportsEye for the rest of the world on the Facebook and YouTube platforms. And Myco for Pakistan and MENA region. It's a wonderful app. You need to download it. It's an ITW Prod-G and TPT 360 production for the Emirates Cricket Board. Live from the 7th District's Malek Cricket Stadium in Ajman. It's been a wonderful tournament so far. We are into Day 4 of the tournament. And it's already been a lot of entertainment for us in the form of sixes and boundaries and some good wickets taken. We've already seen a hat-trick as well from Team Sharjah, if I can remember properly. It was Zainullah Khan. 3 more overs meanwhile in this game, the first one of the day. We've got 3 more games lined up for you. 77 for 2, Emirates Red in pursuit of 132 runs. They need 55 more runs in the last 3 overs. A tall task, but not impossible. Hafiz Almas is going to come in and bowl the 8th over. Ashwin Waltapa on strike.
Started really well with the slow delivery, and yeah, this is the requirement. The only concern for me is that the fielders, they're not putting effort. Some sloppy efforts from the fielder, dropped catches. I think Fujairah, they would have to work on their fielding.
Absolutely. That's the bowling card so far. Look at that. He's used 6 bowlers, and Oman and Almas try to finish it off. That's a good sign for Fujairah. Both of these bowlers are very good at the end. So this is a good move from Umair Ali Khan, holding his overs, and Hafiz Almas as well towards the end. And he comes once again. Another slower delivery outside off stump. No boundaries coming in, and that will be a problem for the Reds. They're going for the second. Oh, Umair Ali Khan, what have you done? He didn't throw it back.
Once again, poor effort. What he was thinking there? Why he didn't throw that?
Probably just saw the mix-up and didn't go for it. Nonetheless, these are some of the best fielders we've got in the domestic circuit. So
yeah,
just a bad day for them probably in the office.
Not convincing effort. Danny not out on 28. The hopes are with Danny Posson. Outside the off-stump delivery, and yes, definitely a wide delivery.
I was just trying to follow the batter there. He just probably saw him move across, try to get open up that onside. 9 extras given away so far, and Hafiz Almas was probably trying to just follow him. Gets it a little off target. Will be another run for the Emirates Reds. Remember, they need a big total here. They're chasing down 132 runs. They've lost only 2 wickets, and Hafiz Almas is into his first over. 51 more required of 16 deliveries. In comes Hafiz Almas once again to bowl to Danny Posson. Has been hit straight down. Is there a chance? No, falls short of the fielder.
Good comeback from Hafiz Almas. That was batter length, a slow delivery, variations work definitely, because they require now 50 on 15 deliveries. If they could hit 10 boundaries, couple of sixes, yes, they could chase down.
Well, it's a very cruel game for the fast bowler and the bowlers in particular, but today they've done well because their batters put a big total on the board, so the bowlers can probably have that ease now. 50 runs required of 15 deliveries, not very, very easy. I tell you what, it's going to take a Herculean effort to chase down those 50 runs, but both these batters out there, they have the capability to do that. It's just about applying themselves now. Good slower delivery from Hafiz Almas. Has been played straight to the cover sweeper. Will only be a single. Boundary is not coming in. That is a problem for the Reds.
Well, you know, when bowlers, they're bowling in good areas and coming up with the variations, slow deliveries, good yorkers aren't easy for the batters to hit on each delivery.
That's what they would have wanted. Some of their top batters like Amar Hussain to have done that. Clint Birkinshaw hasn't come out to the middle. That's another surprise for me because he played a very good knock in the previous game. Scored some 40 odd runs of 15 or 16 deliveries. Once again, too wide outside off stump. He's tried to play that between those 2 fielders. Would have been a wide had he left that alone.
Yeah, but the Danny always, he is chasing the ball. Either he's shuffling and playing towards the fine leg area, or maybe trying to play towards the point area. So there was a gap. But once again, good thinking from Hafiz Almas, bowling outside the off stump.
Yeah, he's trying to just keep it away from the batters and trying to bowl as slow as possible. Let them use the power, and in doing so, they can probably create another chance. Good delivery on the stumps. It's been played down the ground. I think it'll only be a single. A fumble. Are they going to go for the second?
Well, that's the problem. That's the problem with the fielders, that it was... again, a poor effort. 46 now on 12 deliveries, 86 for 2.
Well, that's the batting card so far. 18 of 10 for Salman. Kamar was looking good. 24 of 17. 30 of 17 for Danny. But no Clint Birkinshaw. It was Ashwin Waltapa who's come in and has had a bit of a struggle. 5 runs for his 4 deliveries. So I think that was a move that has not gone well for the Emirates Red. Should have been Clint Birkinshaw. 9 extras and a couple more overs to go here.
One player from the Emirates Reds could have played with the strike rate of 200 at least when you were chasing 132. Now 45 on 11 deliveries. Either they would go for the 11 boundaries, then there will be a tie, and we'll go for super over, isn't it?
Well, it needs a miracle to hit 11 boundaries. That's a good delivery from Umair Ali Khan. They know it's about boundaries and sixes. As long as they don't allow them to hit those, they're going to be in control of the game. 43 of 10 deliveries, 4.3 runs per delivery. So it's over the boundaries now.
Again, a slow delivery. And Umair targeted good areas. Oh, very good shot. There was a gap and fielders, they didn't manage to stop. A very good shot. I was just praising the bowler, but the batter, spot on.
Yeah, that was a very good shot. He was anticipating that slower delivery from Umair Ali Khan. Picked his spot perfectly between the two fielders and bisected that gap brilliantly. Comes down the track to get that momentum going behind him. Ashwin Waltapa is going to go for 2 runs. But that's all he's going to get. 37 runs of 8 deliveries. Good bowling from Umair Ali Khan. Beg your pardon, it's 39 of 9 deliveries. I thought they'd already put in those 2 runs.
It was a good shot, straight, but fielder does well in the end. Definitely he saved 2 runs for his team. It was a very good shot. And is he okay after this dive? Yes, all okay. Good effort. So after a very long time, I have seen good movements in the fielding.
That was a good delivery, good shot down the ground from Ashwin Waltapa, and then the effort from Hamid Khan was excellent. Good cricket overall. Now follows the batter on that occasion. It's played towards mid-wicket. Will only be a single. Good bowling from Umair Ali Khan. He's bowled a very good penultimate over. 34 required of the last 6. 98 for 2 are the Emirates Reds. Hafiz Almas to bowl the last over. 34 runs required. Starts off with a good delivery outside off stump. That's been played in the gap. Will run towards the boundary. Nasir Faraz will have to do well, but I think he's not done well. His foot might be touching the boundary rope when he cleared that. So that will be one for the TV umpire, I'm sure. They pick up a couple of runs in the process.
Well, it doesn't matter. Now they require 5 sixes. I beg your pardon. Even if they could hit 5 sixes, they won't be able to chase 32.
If it's not a boundary.
Yeah.
But I think it will be a boundary because his foot was touching the boundary rope when he got his hand to the ball. But I think it's one for the TV umpire to confirm. There you go. His foot touching the boundary rope. And the ball was in hand. Hopefully. Because I just thought on first look, it did look like he was, his foot was touching and ball was in his hand. Should be a boundary. Yes, that's the confirmation. Umpire Sunij confirming 4 runs. So they start off with the boundary. Now they need 5 sixes.
What's your hunch?
Well, we've seen weirder things happen in cricket, but hitting 5 sixes in the last over. You'll need a Carlos Brathwaite to do that.
Yeah. 6 sixes. Yuvraj Singh, Herschel Gibbs. Whenever you talk about these kind of batters, but this is T10 cricket. Herschel Gibbs hit in ODI, Yuvraj Singh in T20 World Cup against Stuart Broad.
Well, I think the most crunch was the Carlos Brathwaite when he hit it against England in the finals.
Against Ben Stokes, yeah, that's right. And that's why Ian Bishop said that, remember the name.
Well, we definitely remember it.
So 27 on 3 deliveries.
Mathematically not possible.
Yeah. But this is cricket, and this man, definitely, he is eagerly waiting to do something special.
Well, it doesn't have much time now.
Yeah.
Just 3 more deliveries.
Time gone now, yeah.
Should have promoted himself. Clint Birkinshaw is a clean hitter of the ball, but at the moment, he's got Danny Pawson out there, who's hit a good shot, but I think Nasir Faraz will cut it off this time quite easily. Only a couple of runs. So it's about almost done and dusted here. The writing is on the wall for the Emirates Reds. 25 or 2 deliveries is impossible in any sense, in any part of the world.
The Fujairah, their batters, they played well, bowlers bowled well. The only concern is their fielding. Rest, they put a very good show there.
Yeah, I think they'll need to the spinners will need to work on their economy rates because they were on the higher side. Otherwise, the faster bowlers, the medium pacers have done well. Like you said, the batting was superb, getting to 132. A slower delivery, half-pitch delivery, and that's been smacked for a boundary or a maximum. Yes, a maximum. Brilliant shot, bludgeoned it over mid-wicket, Danny Pawson.
Yeah, it's too late now, Danny. 19 on 1 delivery. Though it was a very good shot, a short pitch delivery. Picked up nicely over the mid-wicket, and it's going goodbye.
Last delivery coming up then. 113 for the loss of 2 is what Reds could have mustered so far. Now they would want to hit a boundary as well to finish off well, so they doesn't really hurt their net run rate a lot. Comes down the track, plays it towards long off. Junaid Shamsu clears it up. Will only be a single, and that will be it. A good victory here, convincing victory from Team Fujairah.
Very good effort from the bowlers, as you said, and they bowled in good area, didn't allow batter to play or hit easily. Danny, 40 on 21 deliveries. That's the match number 9, and Fujairah won by 17 runs.
Yeah, good victory for Fujairah. Handshakes all round. I think it was the batters of Fujairah who really made sure that they get to a good total and give the confidence to their bowlers. It was always going to be Emirates Reds who were under pressure, and for sure they were put under a lot of pressure, even though they didn't lose too many wickets, but they weren't able to hit those boundaries towards the end where it mattered the most. Fujairah hit a lot of boundaries in the second half of their first innings, and Emirates Reds could not do that, which is why they were lagging behind in this game. And Fujairah at the end winning this game quite convincingly by 17 runs.
Yes, Umar, the skipper, bowled a couple of very good overs. I liked his body language, was really confident. And here you could see the sportsman spirit. This is all about cricket is. Yes, doesn't matter. You lost, guys. You played well. You tried well. But the Fujairah's bowlers, especially their fast bowlers, done a very good job.
That's the batting card for the Emirates Reds. 18 of 10 for Salman. Qamar 24 of 17. The opener started well, I think, but just couldn't get that momentum to chase down those 132 runs. Danny Pawson could knock from him. 40 of 21. Ashwant at the end finished off well. 23 of 12. Both of them were unbeaten, but they could not chase down those 132 runs. Only 9 extras from Fujairah.
Well, if you see the strike rate from Salman, 18 on 10 deliveries, Qamar on 24 on 17 deliveries. That was the problem. You have started up with a good run rate, with a good strike rate. The bowlers, especially Wahab Hassan, bowled 1 over, 12 for 1. And Muhammad Irfan, sensational stuff. 2 overs, 12 for none.
Yeah, that's what you need from some of your bowlers to come out well. And when you can have a couple of bowlers who bowl under 10 runs an over, that is always going to help you not to chase down anything over 130. And that's what Fujairah's bowlers did really well. And disciplined bowling as well, only giving away only 9 extras in their 10 overs. And one of them was a 5 wide from Rohit Khan. So the rest of the bowlers have given away only 4 extras. Very disciplined bowling, and that's the kind of effort you need to beat a strong side like the Emirates Reds.
Very good effort from Fujairah. So these are the highlights.
Yeah, they started well. I think the openers didn't lose wickets, but they couldn't get too many boundaries as well. Like you mentioned, they needed somebody to play at a 200, 250 strike rate and give that kind of a start, especially in the power play overs. And I think Fujairah did well with the change of bowling. They kept on switching their bowlers, spinners, fast bowlers, mixing them up really nicely. We know how strong Umair Ali Khan is with his changes, and he also picked up that first wicket, got that catch going. Rohit was brought into the attack. And I think they played really well against Rohit Khan. They made sure that they kept on putting pressure on him, and he didn't really control his line and length. When Umair Ali Khan came in, well, by then I think it was too late for the Emirates Reds, but he bowled a good over, picked up a wicket as well, could have taken 2, but the catch was dropped. They tried to hit some boundaries against him, but didn't really get all those boundaries going in their favour. And at the end, I think it was a little too late for the Emirates Reds.
I liked the Rohit's intention. He was good, aggressive. His pace was really nice. So impressive stuff.
Well, that's the match summary then. Match number 9 of the Emirates D10 2023 powered by FanCode. Fujairah getting to 131 for the loss of 4 in their 10 overs. Superb batting by Mohammad Irfan. 47 of just 20 deliveries. And look at that batting effort from Hamdan Tahir. 31 of 12. Hamid Khan, that 200 strike rate we were talking about. 22 of 8 deliveries. That helped them to get to 131. Ronak Baswani, Danny Pawson, Rashid Habib, all 3 picked up a wicket apiece. In response, Emirates Reds could not chase down that 131 runs. They could only muster 114 for 2 in their 10 overs. Danny Pawson with that brilliant unbeaten knock of 40 of 21. Kamar Hussain 24 of 17, and Nashwant Waltapa was unbeaten on 23 of 12 as well. But some good bowling from Wahab Hassan and Umair Ali Khan, who picked up a wicket each, did not allow the Emirates Reds to chase down those 131s, and eventually Fujairah winning the game by 17 runs.
Courtesy, very good bowling from Umair Ali Khan. And the next game is Sharjah versus Dubai.
That's going to be another cracker of a game. Both these teams would want to make it big and get those points on the table. Well, that's about it from the first game. Let's head down to the sidelines where we've got Abid Ibrahim with the post-match presentation.
Well, at the game number 9, we had Emirates Red won the toss and invited Fujairah to bat first, but Fujairah posting a mammoth total of 132 targets set for Emirates Red, and it was a great performance put on by the batters. And the rest, it was quite simple for the bowlers to contain some runs, and they only picked up 2 wickets, but they have managed well to get the team at 114 runs bundled out for the Emirates Red, who's got defeated here at the game number 9. To present the Player of the Match award, we have got Mr. Iftikhar Ali who will be presenting the Player of the Match. Thank you, sir. And well, we had a brilliant man who's done so well, completely taken the game off, one-handed. This is from Mohammad Irfan. Clinical performance. Please come forward to collect your Player of the Match award. And he's been brilliant with the bat, with the ball. He's batted and scored 47 of just 20 balls. That includes 5 sixes and a boundary. इरफान लगता है चौकों से ज़्यादा छक्के लगाना ज़्यादा पसंद है. 5 छक्के जड़े आज आपने.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह पाक का शुक्र है, अल्लाह पाक ने परफॉर्म करवाया. बाकी ये विकेट थोड़ा बैटिंग के लिए आसान था, तो बल्ले पे आ रही थी तो छक्के लगे.
अच्छा, बैटिंग के लिए आपने कहा आसान था, लेकिन बॉलिंग भी आपने कमाल की आपने 2 ओवर डाले हैं, सिर्फ 12 रन दिए हैं.
जी, बॉलिंग में बस बॉलिंग भी अच्छी हुई है, क्योंकि थोड़ा उनके रडार में नहीं थी बॉल, थोड़ा दूर रखा है, तो बॉलिंग अच्छी हुई है.
Well, keep repeating well, and you have done wonderful for your team.
थैंक यू, जज़ाकल्लाह, शुक्रिया.
Thank you. Well, that was Mohammad Irfan who got the Player of the Match award with his batting and bowling performance. Well, that's it from here. We'll be coming in live in a while with the second game, which is lined up between Sharjah and Dubai. Stay tuned for more actions.